Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Now, this week's kind of gone by pretty fast. Seemed like it was just Monday, but another beautiful sunny day in paradise. Welcome to the Lucky Dawg Morning Coffee Chat. Sue's here. Say hi, Sue. The Lucky Dogs are here. Cassie's laying on the floor this morning, and Abby's somewhere behind me there. I can see him, but we're all here this morning. So, like my little coffee mug. Good morning, my little coffee with lots of smiles. I thought that was kind of cute. So I hit
smiles is the longest word in the dictionary.
Smiles is the longest word
In the dictionary.
It is.
There's a mile between each S.
Oh, there's a mile. I thought supercalifragilisticexpialidocious was. Can you spell that?
Yes, I can.
And I remember. You don't have to. I remember as a kid trying to just remember that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That was on what? Mary Poppins? Mary Poppins, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. They sung it. Good morning, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How you doing this morning? Okay, Google. Good morning.
Hi, Lucky Dog. The time is 8 a.m. Right now in DeLand it's 79 and mostly sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 88 and a low of 75. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Ron's on this morning. Good morning, Ron. Did we get rain yesterday?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah, we got some rain.
Yeah,
some storms ran through and rained a little bit, and then it stopped, and so replenished the ground with water, so that's what did. Hey, I want to show you a little video I took up this morning, and I did a little video on the drone. This was the sunrise coming up this morning, and actually I did that live stream of that on Facebook. I've been playing that live stream. It works okay. But, oh no, I'll get back to that in a second here. Yeah, I'll say that you get copyright strikes if you put little cute songs like that. But yeah, I got up this morning, the sun was rising, and so I did it all over. Can you hear the music on it? The Sue on that? Oh, she don't have her earphones on, so because I didn't hear it, but it shows like the music should be there. Anyways, I'll listen to that in the playback. Yeah, it was kind of fun. Just as it got up. Subscribe. So the music's there. So cool. So that was my little video. So Ron lost his beaver in the top of a tree. Now, if you didn't know what he was talking about, what does that sound like? Oh, Tammy says she can get it. Wow, beautiful. Thanks, Tammy. Yeah, if you didn't know what we was talking about, Ron lost his beaver. Does that mean Sandy's in the top of the tree? Good morning, Sandy. Beaver, airplane. Well, Tammy said they had perfect weather there. So did you get it down? A beaver is a model airplane, and he lost it in the top of a tree. That trees will eat airplanes, model airplanes, and that happens. So I hope he was able to get it back down again. So I've done that. I've lost planes in tops of trees and cornfields up in Ohio. We had so many cornfields that you would lose your airplane in a cornfield, and I don't know if you've ever walked through a cornfield, but it's really it's like a jungle out there, Kenny said I assume he was flying a flying machine. Yeah, but that sounded like fun. So did you find it, Ron, or not? Did you get it down? You hadn't answered me yet, so I was just wondering, did you get it back or not? I remember as a kid, there was a younger guy below us, Frankie Sargent was his name, and Harry Dessenberg. They flew model airplanes. Back then it was pretty crude, nothing like what we have nowadays. Okay, Ron said I did some adjustments on the rudder. It kept sticking to the right, and I think it was what happened, and I could not get it to turn left, so and then you end up losing control. So did you get it out of the tree? You haven't answered that yet. So anyways, Frankie Dessenberg, he, as his kids, he had model airplanes. He lost one in the tree, and Ron probably remembers this. And we knew where it was at, up in Ely's Woods. We could see it up there, and we were trying to figure out how can we get it down. Well, we had a little bow and arrow set, and we took a string and attached it to the bow and arrow, and we shot it up. Oh, it's still at the top of the tree. Oh no. Well, try this. Make a little bow and arrow. We shot the string. If you remember that, we shot the string up in the air over top of the airplane, and we was able to hook onto it and get it down. So, you know, that's a thought, you know, if something you can shoot up over there with a string or something and catch onto it. You might do a little damage, but at least get your equipment back, you know. So that's a thought of something to try there. Planes shot out of the air with bow and arrows. So give that a thought on. Well, I'm sorry you lost it, but as part of flying RC, this is what happens, you know. Actually, I'm supposed to get my goggles for my Mavic today, the DJI goggles. They said they were out for delivery. FedEx used to be the quickest one, but now probably won't get here until 8 o'clock tonight. Danny says, I can't believe you guys did that and it worked. Yeah, it did. It really did. We had that idea and it worked, and we gave, I don't know if it was Harry or Frankie's plane, we gave it back home, and they got their plane back, so it was cool. Ron says, I'm thinking about using the shotgun. Well, you might not have much plane left anymore, but I don't know if I would do that. So anyways, hey, I saw this guy here the other day. He had a new outfit. I don't know, this is kind of a summer outfit for a redneck, so it looks like. So what is this outfit called? I don't know, what would you call that? I call it a summer outfit for a redneck. You know, the boots, the shorts, and actually it looks like he's took a pair of bib overhauls and cut the legs off. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, really, you know, I'm not all about style, I'm all about comfortable, and that looks comfortable. He's got his bibs on, he's got his boots on, and those whitey legs there, so I thought that was kind of good. So what do y'all think?
You can wear it.
You want me to wear it?
I
would.
wear it.
I would. You know me, I don't care. I'd wear it, you know. It's not about style. Everything's about style. I'm not into the style things on it. Ron says, I'll shoot the limbs off below it. Well, you know, you could do that. You could shoot the limbs off below it. That might work, you know. I call it a 7-Eleven outfit. Yeah, that's what you wear when you go down to the 7-Eleven. That's a 7-Eleven outfit on it. Sexy, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, Ron, there's another thought. You know, you always see the fire department will go out and rescue a kitten out of a tree. They'll take their bucket truck. Well, why not about rescuing a model airplane out of the tree? Give the local fire department a call and say, hey, you're a public servant, you know, and ask them, go, hey, if my kitten was up in a tree, would you come out and rescue it free of charge, because they are a public servant, and see what they say. And they go, yeah, we would do it. Why, you got one? No, but I got a model airplane in the tree. Would you come out and rescue it? You know, it's like, it's still, it's living, it's alive. There's batteries in it. And tell them this, say, you know, I'm afraid it could cause a fire hazard because those batteries catch on fire. You know, so you'd think that would work. It's worth a try. Just make sure you ask them, and no repercussions from it. But it's a thought. You know, I've often thought of that. It couldn't hurt. Yeah, it can't hurt nothing. A phone call, or, you know, I don't know if your station's close, stop by the station. You know, just pop in there. And hey, I used to go to the fire stations all the time. A guy I worked with before he retired from the fire department, he was a firefighter for the city of Port Orange, and you know, we'd drop things off to each other, and I was always at the fire department. But you know what? Every time I'd go into the fire department, you know what they were doing? They were cooking. You know, it's one of those guys aren't fat as me, because they eat and eat and eat, because when they're not on a call or have some other duties, you know, they just have the free time. They hang out there and watch TV, play video games, and cook, you know. So but yeah, you might give that a try, Ron. Just see how it works out. Those guys are usually sitting outside anyway. Yeah, a lot of times. I mean, really, a fireman, as long as everything's maintained, once that's all done, they don't have nothing to do but wait for a call to come in, you know. And if you're on like second shift, you might be sleeping all night, you know, because you wake up in the middle of the night, got to run out and do a call. But most of the time they have free time, and something like if they try to get your plane, they might have to scat out right away, and that's you know, they should. So anyways, that's worth a try. Hey, any of you guys, do you like fried bologna? Yes or no? You like fried bologna?
Yep.
I don't exactly care for it fried. As a kid, it seemed like I did, but one long ago, Sue talked about it, and so we fried some. I didn't care. I'd rather have the bologna. The way I like bologna is toast the bread, and I like to get garlic bologna, but I always take some garlic powder and sprinkle on it too, and then some cheeses, and put the cheese near the bread so it's hot and it just melts the cheese a little bit. And so that's the way I like to eat my bologna. You know, some people love fried. Sue loves it. She likes fried bologna. Why do you clip the slit in it? Why does it make it look like Pac-Man?
So it lays flat.
So it lays flat. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, but you always want to make your bologna look like Pac-Man. Cut a slit halfway down, and then that way it'll lay flat and not bubble all up on you. So
Fried hot dogs, Tammy. That's right.
and fried hot dogs. Well, basically, what is bologna? Oh, there's Denny. Good morning, Denny. How you doing? Denny, do you like fried bologna?
Danny remembers fried bologna, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fried hot dogs. That's basically all bologna is. Bologna and hot dogs are basically the same thing, except the bologna is laid out flat, where the hot dogs rubbed into like a tube. And so that's basically, they're identical. They're the same thing.
I like hot dogs fried better than boiled.
Oh, Chronicles AJ, good morning. And what are your thoughts on marriage? On marriage? Marriage is...
Chronicles of AJ.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you come aboard. My thoughts on marriage? I'm for marriage. Marriage is great, you know. My parents were married, 65 years? My grandparents were married 63 years. I think marriage is wonderful. It's great.
I was married till my husband died.
Yeah, when Sue was married, her husband, he passed. You guys were married, 40-some years?
Almost 40 years.
Almost 40 years, and yeah, so... And then he says, yep. Then he likes the hot dogs. Well, you know...
Bologna.
Fried bologna.
Yep. That's we grew up on that.
Take a hot dog at the campfire and roast it. That's like a roasted or, you know, a cooked hot dog. You know, it really, hot dogs depends on how you cook it or how you're eating it, you know. I like it fried sometimes. I like it boiled if I'm just having coney dogs. And he said we were married each other twice. Oh, cool. I like that. AJ says, would you recommend people to get married in 2018? I definitely would. Yeah. You know. But here's my thoughts. Let me give you my true thoughts on marriage. What marriage is. Marriage is a commitment between two people to remain with each other the rest of their lives. Now, it has nothing to do with a piece of paper. That is the government. The government issues a piece of paper. They give you a marriage license, and they say, okay, you're legally married, and they put different laws and stipulations around that. So marriage to me is two people making a commitment to each other. A man and a woman, yes, a man and a woman, not two people, a man and a woman making a commitment to each other to remain together, faithful to each other the rest of your lives. And that's basically what it is, you know. Has really nothing to do with a piece of paper. You know, in God's eyes, He recognizes two people's commitment and to, you know, live a Christian life together. Ron says, I get my bologna about a half-inch thick, and the German bologna are that. Yeah, German bologna would be good, you know. Tammy says, the second time took. Sometimes you just get in a little slump and you gotta work it out and it works, you know. That's all that matters. Make it work. You commit, and that's what it's commitment. That's what's missing in a lot of today's world is commitment. You commit to something. Doesn't matter what happens. You commit to it. You know. I'm that way in anything I do. If I, and Tammy said she enjoys being married. Yeah, I enjoy being with Sue. You know, we're not legally married. Legally, doesn't matter. But we're married in the fact that we've committed to each other. You know, that we're always going to be together. You know, and it's great. Love it. You know, best time of my life's been since I've been with Sue.
Aw,
Aw, shucks. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on marriage. Again, bologna. Back to bologna. Like trail bologna is a bologna that's smoked, you know. And I don't know, I just popped in my head. He says I didn't get married until I was 35. Well, that's good. I got married way too young. I probably was 17. I keep thinking I was 16, but I think I was 17. Sue got married young. How old was you?
18.
18. So she was young. They were married.
I graduated when I was 17.
She was 17. Sue, Tammy says I love you guys. Are great. Thanks, Tammy. We like you guys. I like all you guys. You know, we have such great people on here. And it takes a lot of give and take. Yeah, it does. You know. But there's nothing better than have somebody got your back. You know, you got a partner there that no matter what, they're there for each other. If you're sick, AJ said, "Why you got married very young?" You know, that's a good question. I don't know, because I wanted to. You know, this was back in the probably early 70s when we got married. This is what you did. You worked. As a kid, we worked. Ron got married very young, 17. But you worked. You got out of school and you got a job and you got married. That's what you did. I don't know. I had no reason. We had a good home life, so I didn't get married young just to leave our home life. You got married because I met someone that I wanted to spend my life with, and I got married. You know. Yeah. And Tammy says that's just the way it was. But
I'd gone with my boyfriend for 3 years, and he was in Vietnam. He came home from Vietnam. I graduated from high school, turned 18, and when he came back from Vietnam, that's when we got married.
Yeah, and you were married till he got sick. He passed away, unfortunately, and
died. It was 4 years later.
And actually, me and Sue knew each other in high school. We went to school together. We knew each other since then. I actually used to date her husband's sister, so that's just the way it worked out on it. But yeah, that's just the way. In today's world, so much change. It's not good today. But as far as having the piece of paper, I don't think you need that piece of paper. I agree with that. You don't need that. Ron said that was going on 46 years ago. Yeah, where did time go? So Ron's been married going 46 years.
How old are you, AJ? Chronicles of AJ.
Yeah, how old are you? I mean, just curiosity. It doesn't matter, but because thoughts are different for people in different ages. Most of us are a little older here on it. Tammy says I knew my husband in high school too. Isn't that great? And that's generally what happens. Somebody you knew in high school, and that's and it sticks.
Are you 64 or 65?
I'm 65. Oh, he's in his 20s. So okay, so you're a younger fella. It's I don't know what younger people's thoughts are today on marriage. I haven't really thought that much, but it's a very good question. That's things have changed, so I really don't know what young people's thoughts are on marriage nowadays. I think things are different for I think they are too. For the younger generation, I do believe so much is differently. It's a different world out there than it was when I was young. Be honest with you, I think it's hard for young people today. It's a lot harder than it was for us. We worked hard and we had different values, but today I think for a young person it's a lot harder. Nothing wrong with that either. So yeah. So.
What part of the country do you live in, AJ?
Yeah, when I don't.
I'll call you AJ.
AJ. Well, I think it's Chronicles of AJ. See,
of AJ.
AJ.
We'll call you AJ.
I'm glad. I like the question AJ's posing this morning. It's a good thought to think about.
Bob and I are here in Florida. Ron's up in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Tammy's in Indiana, St. Louis, Missouri border.
Kind of right there in the country. So we're just kind of all over the country, Illinois.
And Denny's up in Ohio.
Yeah.
For the summer.
And Denny's up in Ohio. So.
Then he'll be back down here.
Denny is Sue's
my
brother, and Ron's my brother. So, and Tammy's our good friend. And generally we have a few others pop in and out on it. We get several people come in and out. But anyways, like I said, being younger today, I'm glad I'm not young today. I wish I was young. AJ says social media has made people less social, and that's true. But yet you have social with, like, we're being social now with people, and you really become friends that you have never met. I consider Tammy, she's a good friend, and we've never met Tammy, and now AJ, you're my friend. I've never met you, but that's kind of the way the social media works nowadays. I'm a tag along. You're not a tag along. Yeah, glad you're here. Okay, here's Linda's Central Coins. Glad to see Linda by. Stop by, show support, and give us some. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Yeah, I'm glad you come by, Linda. Good to see you on.
Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln. Oh, I see. It's my eyesight. I see. It's Lincoln. It's like there's something happens when you get old. I'm sitting right here by my computer, and I look at this screen, and it's still kind of blurred to me. And so I read it as Linda. It's like, okay, Lincoln, I know who you are. So AJ says, what are your thoughts on Superman speaking out? What are you?
I don't know what you mean here.
I know Superman in the Metro movement. Now
on the Me Too movement.
On the Me Too movement.
Oh, that's about
Superman.
women getting
Is that
assaulted.
Superman? Is that kid? Is that what they call him? That kid that is very vocal?
No, I don't think.
No.
I don't know.
See, I'm not
Superman?
I'm not up on. I think a Superman is Lois Lane and Clark Kent, and that's who I think what that is. But thoughts on speaking now? I think everybody has a right to speak. The actor. Okay. Yeah. Well, he said the actor, and I'm not still familiar with it because I don't follow stuff like that too much, But I think everybody has a right to speak out. Everybody has an opinion. And you don't have to agree with everybody's opinion, but it's okay to have an opinion. I voice a lot of my opinions on here, and it might not be other people. That's what Bob was thinking. That's what I was saying, Bob.
I was thinking, does he mean Christopher Reeves?
Didn't he die? Didn't he?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, I think he died, Because, see, we're showing our generation gap here, because... I'm not sure who the Superman guy is,
Yeah.
And I bet you Sue will look it up.
Yeah, I know.
In
the new Superman movies, perhaps.
Yeah. So speaking out, everybody has a right to speak out. There's a lot of little demonstrations. Things are getting crazy. Yeah, they are. And I see these demonstrations out there. Now, this happened way back, Vietnam demonstrations when we were young. People out and protested against Vietnam, and now they protest against everything. Does it do any good? Nope, doesn't do a damn bit of good. Do they have a right to? Darn right they have a right to. They can go out there and say what they want to say, and long as it's non-violent, So I'm talking about Henry Cavill, the new Superman actor. Oh, see, now I'm not up on the new Superman.
We don't follow the movies too much.
Yeah, I don't follow a lot of movies on it, but I'll check him out, see what it is. He just got backlash on the media, really. I'll check that out.
We haven't checked that out.
Yeah,
so.
we'll definitely do that because I'm not familiar with it. So, but yeah, again, everybody has a right to opinions, and everybody has a right to speak out. And on my channel, in this chat, you can say whatever you want, and we don't have to agree, but it's fine. We respect each other and what we think. Some people like bologna sandwiches. Some people don't. Fried bologna. So that's pretty much. Ronnie says, I speak my mind. I don't care. Yeah, that's the way I am. This is what happens too when you get older. You're the grumpy old men. Well, the reason you get grumpy, you just don't care. You don't hold back. You speak your mind. And if somebody don't like it, oh well, they don't like it, But you do respect each other. We have a bunch of old guys at our flying field, and we're just a bunch of grumpy old men out there. But guys, if you heard the way we talk to each other, you didn't think we liked each other, but we do, and because everybody says what they think, but nobody ever, they get irritated once in a while, but they don't get mad, so that's all freedom of speech. That's what it's about. Freedom of speech on
Yeah.
it. So
I don't think people should lump all people together either. We watched this one video channel. This one woman, some guy spoke out about her channel and didn't like something she did. And he wanted her to respond to him. Well, she came on and she did everything but respond to him, and she had a 20-minute rant entirely.
She went off on another subject.
On
what she
another
did.
subject, and was totally bashing men, and it was ridiculous.
Well, she has that right to do that, though.
She does.
You know, even though if I agree or disagree, but
it
she
was totally
she should be
overboard.
respectful.
And
you know,
she wanted to talk about a specific person or something, but she was trying to lump all women together, but all women that do, get treated this way and that way, and all men treat women this, and it's not all. There are some on each side that are right and are wrong, but anyway.
Just respect. It's all about
overboard.
It's all about respect in anything. You respect the other person. Always respect. You know, that's one thing. And as you get older, and my advice to younger people, and this is something I've always done, seek out the knowledge of older people. I'm not saying that because I'm older. I'm saying that's what I did because it's not that they're smarter. They've been around longer and experienced things, and you can. It's like stealing from them, It's like you take some of their knowledge that I don't have to learn it the hard way, So Ron says, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go out here. He's going out to Walmart and get groceries. And he said, I'm with y'all, Sue. And so, Ron, we're going to get out here ourselves. AJ, I'm so glad you came aboard. Pose some good questions. That's what we need on this room is people like you that pose good questions. So I'm so glad you came aboard. Tammy, glad to see you this morning. Ron's here. Denny's here. Who am I missing? Anybody?
John's here sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes John's here. But if you're on here later, Tammy says, I love to talk to them because I've seen things and lived through things and we'll never see. Yep, that's true. Things that we never in the past. Like young people, where was you when Kennedy was shot? A lot of young people says, well, I wasn't alive. Well, we was. And I remember where I was when Kennedy was killed, so that seems like ancient history. So anyways, we're getting out here. Anybody watching later on, or if you're on here and just kind of hanging out and seeing what's going on, welcome aboard. Glad to see everybody in here. If you enjoyed us, give us a thumbs up and share the channel with your friends.
Thanks for stopping by,
yeah,
AJ.
absolutely. I'm gonna jump on a lot of streams. Yeah, it's good. Hey, learn knowledge. I'm still learning every day. I learn something new. So again, thanks for everybody coming on board. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you nothing, doesn't require nothing from you. So but it just might be putting out, it helps me out a little bit. Sooner or later it will. It doesn't, because this channel's free. I don't get paid for this. So we'll see everybody again. Tomorrow is Friday. Enjoy your Thursday and see you tomorrow.